Hey everybody, I'm Moo.
And I'm Fuji.
And we just watched Lady and the Tramp.
And that was a great sort of ending there. It's like, how do we end this movie?
Punchline.
Brick joke.
Yeah, brick joke. Oh yeah.
And then awkward laughter into infinity.
But, Fuji, are you Siamese if you please?
Oh my gosh.
You're Siamese. Don't please.
Oh, she's laughing. She forgot about that.
I did forget about it. I also forgot, no, tell everybody what the cats' names are in that movie.
The cats' names are Sai and Am. And I'm gonna share a story here. So
Go ahead.
So my mom is Japanese. And one day we were watching this movie together all as a family. And the Siamese cats came on. And they're not particularly tasteful today. Or, like 6 years ago whenever I watched it with my family. And the cats come on and they're singing their little song. And my mom gets very angry. And she says, "They're Siamese cats. Why do they have a Japanese accent?"
That's
the wrong accent.
It's the accent that
they
bothered her.
They shouldn't have a Japanese accent if they're Siamese.
They should have gone with the Japanese bobtail then.
Extreme prejudice. And that's my story about my mom in this movie.
How she feels about the movie. I don't think your dad has an opinion, does he?
It's a movie about dogs.
He doesn't care.
I don't think my dad cares.
Because I first learned, I knew what Siam was because I had saw The King and I. And then I got older and I was like, wait, Siam doesn't exist anymore? It doesn't really. It's Thailand. Well, it does exist. It's just not called that anymore.
Right.
It does still exist. I swear, it's still there.
It's like how Vietnam used to be called French Indochina.
Such an awful name.
I taught her that just a little while ago. I was like, Vietnam. It used to be called French Indochina.
They just sat there and went, guys, listen.
Well, it's because France. It was a French colony.
Yes, it was.
It's a French colony and Indochina because it's between China and India, I guess.
So we might as well call
French Indochina.
It's like if you called the United States like Mexican.
Mexicanadia.
Mexicanadia.
If anyone watches regular car reviews, I did laugh really hard when he said French Indochina in that voice. Anyway.
Anywho, so yeah, the Siamese cats are in that, which we completely forgot were in there for a few seconds. We were talking about how this movie is not going to be problematic, and then
it was a little problematic.
It wasn't as bad as the previous one at all, because the cats are there for like one scene.
They have a song,
and then they're gone. we don't see them again after that.
No, we don't.
They're just there to get Lady in trouble, and then they're gone.
Yep.
As they do. As cats do.
As cats do.
Uh-huh.
So most of the characters in this movie are dogs, and they did a lot of research.
Oh, the dogs are great.
Into how to animate dogs. The dogs are great.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna share the story.
Oh yeah, share about Tramp.
From The Illusion of Life. So apparently there was a lot of disagreement among the animators as what kind of dog Tramp should be, because he's just kind of a street mongrel. And apparently one of the animators one day was walking to work and they called this dog the Cinderella dog, saw this stray dog on his way to work, and the dog, being a stray, like, ran off, but he was like, that's the dog that we gotta draw. So, they searched for this dog, they searched for him, they said for several days, and then by the time that they found him, he was at the pound and he was about to be put down. So they took the dog from the pound, where they found out that actually he was a she. And so there's a cute photo in The Illusion of Life of them drawing this dog. And then when they were done drawing her for the film, apparently she went to be boarded with other like canine movie stars.
Yep, she became a canine movie star,
which is awesome.
Which is great. It's quite an upgrade from a stray life.
So that is the story of how they came to Tramp's design. Yeah,
it was basically like, oh look, random ass dog on the street, let's adopt it. We need it as reference. That seems to be their motto.
Pretty much when it comes to animals.
Oh, definitely. Animals. Yeah, I like this movie. It's cute.
It is cute. It's
about dogs.
It's about dogs. I like dogs.
If you're a dog person, this is the movie for you. That's for sure. It's also beautiful. Like, the backgrounds are gorgeous.
Really nicely painted, especially, like, the different times of day.
The point of view is really cool, because it's just from the dogs, so you see from humans, like, the waist down. usually.
Whereas you should talk about the sequel.
The sequel
because you've seen the sequel.
The fucking sequel doesn't do that. It's Patch's London Adventure. Let me try that again. Scamps something Adventure.
No. Scamp is the sequel. Patch is the 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah. I was say Patch. I almost said Scamps London Adventure instead of Scamp's Adventure or whatever it was. Yeah. So, Scamp. Yeah, they don't in that movie. They not only do not have that point of view anymore. Like it's not from the dog's point of view anymore. But apparently they thought that Jim Deere and Darling were the names of the actual names of the people, not just the ones that they thought they were called, because that's what she referred to them because they hear them call each other. So their last name is the Deers. It's Jim Deere and Darling Deere.
Darling Deere. See, and it's confusing. It's confusing because in 101 Dalmatians, Roger and Anita's last name is Darling.
Yeah, I don't know. The people who made that sequel were not thinking. Put it up under the other Disney sequels. That will have to be for a completely different thing.
Oh no. We're not going to marathon all the sequels, are we?
Should we?
Oof.
Do we have the guts to do that?
Do we have the booze to do that?
That's a better question, actually. What do we have the booze to do it?
Well, with you, we need any amount of booze.
We need all the booze.
No, like any amount.
It's true. But still, do we have the booze to do that? Okay, here we go for sequel Hunchback. If we do it in order, though, I
always forget Hunchback has a sequel.
I don't want to, let's not talk about that. Let's go back to Lady and the Tramp, because
Lady and the Tramp.
Mad.
Dogs.
Love
dogs. Apparently when they were animating Jock, particularly in the last couple of scenes when they're out at night, animating a black dog at night is really difficult.
A little bit of a challenge.
And so they kept having trouble when they sent the print off, the film to be developed for the movie to actually have him show up on scene.
Oopsie.
So that's, Moo came up with the theory that that's why he's wearing that plaid jacket at the end.
They got tired of animating him in his dark fur, so they're just like, put a plaid jacket on it. We don't have to worry about it anymore after that.
And even watching the movie, I don't know if it's the particular copy that we were watching or what, but he does kind of change.
He colors a few times.
Yeah, he changes from lighter gray to darker gray a few times throughout.
Yeah. Well, they tried. They did their best. I think they turned out okay in the end.
It's good. It's very good. And they definitely reused Trusty's design in Aristocats for sure.
Definitely. And they reused Gopher. We have Gopher number 1 in this
Beaver.
one. Beaver.
Yeah, so the Beaver in this movie, and I always think of it reversed because I saw Winnie the Pooh before I saw Lady and the Tramp originally.
Yeah, me too.
But the Beaver in this movie, if I'm remembering the story correctly, which I might not be, but apparently the voice was so good that when it came time to do Winnie the Pooh, it was just like, hey, do that Beaver voice for Gopher. Just do it again.
Yeah.
So that's
it sounds exactly like him. So
it's exactly the same.
They just recolored that Beaver and made him a Gopher and put him in Winnie the Pooh.
Yep.
Put it in. Good enough. I mean, actually, if you think about it, they do reuse a lot of assets from Lady and the Tramp and other animal movies.
It's so well done, though. I don't blame them.
I don't blame them either. And also during the time when they reused assets, that's when we get to the we're really broke stage of Disney. Broke again. Again.
It goes in cycles.
It goes, except for now. They're not broke anymore.
Oh, they're doing... I would say they're doing pretty well nowadays.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's not like they have entire Marvel property or anything like that.
Oh,
Or Ralph Lucas's stuff. Or Star Wars. It's not like they have all that. But, a Disney company, when it had its ups and downs before, it really found its, footing for good. I say it is pretty much for good, considering all the properties they have. And, so Lady and Tramp's a good movie. I like it. The dogs are cute. I like dogs. I have a dog, but he lives at my parents' place, and dogs are great. I like dogs.
I like them too. I've never had one.
Oh, they're wonderful.
My aunt has a mini dachshund.
Oh,
who I love. She's like 14 now. She's very old.
Aw.
Yeah. And then my backyard neighbor had actually Cocker Spaniels.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I have a cat. I think most of you would know if you heard him meowing in the background of things I've recorded.
He's very meowy.
He does. He has a lot to say, especially if he wants he wants attention.
Which, I mean, okay. So the aunt doesn't like dogs, and she gets the most dog-like cat.
Right? She gets Siamese cats. They're very dog-like. The only thing is she can make it more dog-like if she got the ragdoll. I think is the other really dog-like one.
I love cats too, but I am very allergic to them.
Yes, Fuji very much is.
That's why we're doing this watching at my place. Last time I spent two days at your place, I got bronchitis.
Yeah. Poor Shadow. Shadow didn't mean it.
It's okay. I forgive you, Shadow. All right, last thoughts on Lady and the Tramp.
It's a good movie. I think it's cute, and a lot of people like it for a good reason. And no one plays that Siamese song anymore.
Nope.
Because they're just like, there's other songs to choose from that movie, and two, we don't want no more unfortunate implications, do we?
Oh, but we're coming up on Aristocats.
Oh, that's a little bit ways, but our next movie is Sleeping Beauty. Yeah.
Visually, I think Sleeping Beauty is my favorite.
Sleeping Beauty is definitely my favorite.
Maleficent's your waifu, so
she is my waifu. I'm so excited to watch my waifu. Amazing.
And this is, I think, he is the most competent prince. I'm very biased by Kingdom Hearts.
Prince Philip is most competent prince.
He was the only one who did anything to help me in Kingdom Hearts.
I believe it.
All right.
Okay, so we'll see you guys later.